Hey, welcome back. Micah and Michael here, and today I want to cover a mistake that you may not believe, but cleaners won't actually listen to what you say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they always do.
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
They don't.
That was just my experience. My cleaners always used to listen to everything.
Sure they did. Yeah. So, and I'm serious. I know Michael cracked up. Like, I'm serious about this. So you'll have these lists that we provide you, and all these things, and you'll find the best cleaner, and she'll tell you all the best thing, or he'll tell you all the best things about how they do their property cleaning. And at the end of the day, they're going to do exactly what you expect. So I come from the Marine Corp, and the saying is you inspect what you expect. That's the case in property management. Because it's so geographically challenging, and there's time requirements, and those cleaners are trying to make a living, so they're going to want to clean as many properties as possible. Just human nature is to cut as many corners as they think they can get away with.
So, I think the key point here is you're going to have your checklist, you're going to have your parameters, but as Micah indicated, it's really important that you set the tone for the relationship from the beginning as you're interviewing them, what your expectations are, and when they do make mistakes, and they will make some of those mistakes, not to say I'm going to call them out on it, Micah, and be nasty to them about it, but just say, hey, we have a protocol, if you would.
For a reason.
For a reason, and here's the reason, and here's why it works. Now, if you're not comfortable following that protocol, that's okay.
Yeah.
And I think part of this, and we'll teach this in another lesson, is not just to have one cleaner for all your properties,
Right.
Obviously, to have multiple cleaners, but have the same expectations for all
Right.
the cleaners.
Absolutely. Guests aren't going to cut you slack, especially when it comes to a cleanliness issue. I think that's probably sin number one in our industry is, clean the properties. And so this is why we advocate, at Real Joy, we inspect 100% of our turns after they're clean. So we're in every property every single time, our paid staff. You need to have that same mindset. I know you may only have one property, but you or somebody on your behalf has to check behind the cleaners. We love these people. You just have to understand they're the 80% solution. They're hardworking. They're very busy. They have, all these random things that happen to them. Maybe a tool breaks down like a vacuum or something, or they get stuck in traffic, and so they're rushing. Mm-hmm. And so, it's okay to say, hey, why did you miss these few things? We talked about this, and they'll tell you. And if they're good people and they're trying, your job is just to train them. And if over time they realize, okay, this is a good job, this person pays me every single time, I make great money at it, I should probably try to do this checklist. And then your job is to keep explaining why the checklist is in place, is so they don't have this mental breakdown of what to do while they're in the unit. It's not because you think they're bad, it's just you want to train them and then give them these tools to remind them.
Exactly.
And so it takes a little while. Please don't be one of those Airbnbers, do-it-yourselfers that goes out, hires the first guy on Craigslist or wherever that says, I'm an expert at Airbnb cleaning, because they're not. They're just not. Correct. Most cleaners actually have never been trained to clean. So go through our cleaning modules, our processes there, how to train those cleaners, what to expect, and train them yourself, no matter how good they are. If they're too prideful to be trained and they just say, look, I've cleaned my whole life, I don't need you to train me, then you don't need them to work for you, because when you have criticism, they're not going to listen to you. They're just going to bail on you.
And the criticism that comes from the guest is not directed at them. It's directed at you.
Exactly.
And that's who's pissed.
Yeah.
So.
At the end of the day, it's your brand, it's your property.
Correct.
So don't make that mistake. Train your cleaners. Don't expect that cleaning's an easy job, because it's not. Make sure they do it. Follow up with them. Inspect what you expect. We'll see you at the next lesson.
Thanks.